Alright, guys. Today I'm gonna talk about IGN's review on Invincible and how it's a dumb one, honestly. And first thing we have here is the review. Why don't we just look at our top stories because, I don't know, these guys, their reputation isn't that good. So, from what I've heard, and based on the hate they gave this episode for no reason. If you haven't watched it already, it's a superhero show about this main character, Mark Grayson. And one finale episode is what we're going to talk about right now because we saw him fight in Conquest. And the score, yeah, see, the score here wasn't the best because we got a 4 out of 10. And wow, like, let's see here. The Invincible and Conquest battle was not bad in any way whatsoever. I enjoyed it. I think that there was a lot of good stuff. The animation was a little bit wacky, but we got the main point going. So, but that's the what people don't seem to understand, especially this one guy who made the review, is that I don't know how much more they're expecting. And we're gonna review it here in a little bit, but basically that's the whole battle. If you guys want to watch it, Invincible is on Amazon Prime, and what the guy says here just I don't know. I guess either he didn't watch the show, he didn't watch the edits or something, or he just didn't care about Invincible. But here we go. We got a 4. It says Invincible season 3 peters out with a baffling finale centered on a villain we've never met and a hero's dilemma that's never actually addressed. So let's see here. This guy, Sirhant Adlaka. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's done, I think, every Invincible episode. He's also done some different stuff like Superman and Lois, Saturday Night. Okay, let's focus back on the. He gave the majority just like 7s or 8s, but this one is just outrageous. Look, this one, 7 overall. Have fun, don't be mean, feel free to criticize ideas, not people. It's not just me. People are hating because it doesn't deserve a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 is like garbage. That's something you don't want. And that was not what they should have deserved. This was beautiful. But let's see. After what an abomination action hand in hand with vital advances for the characters, drops the ball, narratively scattered and thematically incoherent. It is the first bad episode Invincible has ever had, one that draws on familiar sets and stories from the show and other superhero media. Okay. So I don't think these guys understood the concept of what, or the one guy, I don't think he knew who Conquest was because there was a lot of hype for the episode just because of how, let's see, just because of how good the fight was gonna be. Give me a second. There we go. So here is one of the compendiums, and this is where the fight happens. Like, like we have our battle scenes and all that. So it's when it comes to animating something that's just panels, not exactly gonna be that easy. And I think Invincible did a great job with the animation of this fight because you just gotta like do more than just it can't just be a panel. So, but these guys don't understand it, and I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was a great 40 minutes, but it says here instead, which it is the finale centered entirely around Conquest, who's better suited to playing a transitional bad guy, better than the final boss of an emotionally loaded season. And like the whole idea of Conquest coming at like the finale is because like Mark after the Invincible War, he's like already tired and he's seen all the chaos and destruction he's done, and the last thing he needs is more uh, like pain and suffering. So his appearance is like so sudden that it's just a fight after fight, which is the cool part. But instead here he says, not only have we ever seen conquest prior to last week's closing moments, he's also devoid of any real ideology. Claiming to love any death and destruction makes him a useful for the mark. Exclamation mark is a giant shoulder shrug with little connection to anything meaningful within Invincible. I think this is wrong too. Uh, Conquest is like one of the first battles Invincible wins. It's also one of where he's just fully kills Conquest and he stops holding back. If you want to learn anything more, just watch the show. But the point is, this is like the one turning point for Mark when he just fully realizes that he has to just give it all he's got and stop putting people's lives at risk and just kill him. Because there's a lot of like moral questioning when it comes to killing someone because they're a villain and just letting them live and making them, go to jail. And so far, he hasn't killed anyone except Angstrom, which was in season 2. But yeah, overall, this was a really great fight. I don't understand why we got so much hate on this, but I don't know. If you look at the okay, hold on. DP. If we look at the score from whatever this is, right now it's at a 9.9 out of 10, and it has 59,000 reviews. It's not just me who's saying this is a good show. I mean, not even just a good show, a good finale, good ending to the. Like, look, you can't tell me that's a 4 out of 10. Sure, the animation isn't perfect, but when you have stuff like this, how are you gonna give that a 4 out of 10? Let's be real. I think they didn't like the fact that it was a lot of fighting. Me personally, that's all I wanted to see. And I don't know. Let's see. Invincible repeats past triumphs. Profiles have. Gets into the most self-destructive instincts that pivots entirely around a bad guy we've never seen before. Obviously, you're gonna see a new character, and that's what's cool because he immediately gets into battle with him. So you don't need a whole introduction as to who he is. But let's see here. Let's read the comments. For intrigued me. Only here. Are you kidding me? The episode was incredible. You're watching content on phones for reviews. Maybe it's you, no speakers. Either these guys are like watching edits on TikTok. It's just not. They didn't watch the whole thing. Yeah, I need to see this guy. Let's see what he reviews. I guess he would have gave the full show. That's 7. Okay. I'd give it like a 9. That's just one of the better seasons. The Invincible Wars, super good. 19 other marks. But I don't know these other shows like movies. Blue Moon. Okay, Mickey 17, that was a good one. But let me see what he gave it. An 8. I would have given it like a 9. Just because of like the concept I liked it. It was a good movie. What is Death of a Unicorn? Okay. I saw an ad for this in the movie theaters. It did not look good at all. Let's check out the reviews for this one. 63, 5 out of 10, 5.3 out of 10. Okay. So, based on the other guys, it's not that good. But, again, we can't really trust any sources, like reviewers, because these guys are always going to say something's terrible. And it's going to actually end up being good. What is that one movie that got a good score? It's like Cuties. Yeah, an 88. Wasn't this show like disgusting? Movie, sorry. Also known by a stage name Diddy, Puff Daddy, P Diddy. Okay, we don't want Diddy right now in our movies. How old is this? 2020. Yeah, it was like a dancing or something. But apparently it was just like hella disturbing and weird. So, but you see, the majority of people, like you and me, gave it a 1 out of 5 and all that. And then Rotten Tomato gave it an 88. So, little tickles. Okay. Alright, anyways, we're not being. Let me put away by the concept of reviewers. Let's see here, not this. I want to see what this guy like genuinely thought, because like how do you even give this a 4 out of 10? I don't get. This guy must have hated the show. Let's see. Mark's wailing away on conquest as therefore purely there was also a duel, and they ensured at the edges of the invincible violence all set out. I guess they just didn't like a finale where there's like a someone fighting. Let's see Conquest of Survival here. Oops. So look, this is right after the Invincible War. So he sees like a bunch of people dying, and then boom.
Stand ready for my arrival, worm. We're given milk, which
Boom, boom, boom.
I can't.
There we go. Like, if that's not hype, I don't know what is. So, I mean, haters are gonna hate. This one guy was kind of geeked, but I don't know. Anyways, that was my whole take on it. If you guys have any, if you guys, yeah, drop down your review on that finale. I'd like to hear about it because I don't know. Either this guy knows something we don't. Maybe he has like a whole new concept that we don't understand yet because well, we're not mentally there yet. But yeah, guys, that's it. Thank you.